Hi, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and today I'd like to show you how to make your own backing papers with drawing, and how to, if you wanted to do a sentiment in different colours, how to get around that. So this is basically what I want to do, and let's get on with it. So I want to delete that one. I want to go from the beginning so that I can show you the mistakes that I came across. I am just needing them two out the way. Okay, so first of all, I did get this ready, and it is this that I had a few problems with. So if we do that first, I'm just going to ungroup it. I just grouped it, and I'm going to get in a bit closer. So obviously you use any sentiment you like. I love this one, so this is like the one I decided to use. I don't like these bits on the side. I want them so I want just the words. First of all, what I want to do is group all the lines that I know I want the same colour. And then line by line, okay, it's not doing it now. So I want this silver, so I'm just going to do it a grey so you can, and then the words I want it gradually getting darker in the purple. There we go, and then we can just group them all. Okay, so I didn't have the problems I had last time, so that's fine. Right, I missed out the dots and commas. I'm not really bothered by that. If you want to put an outline on it, you can. If you just get this, let's do just a light grey one, and there you go. So we'll come out, display, zoom to matte size. I've got this frame, and I think it needs to go on white, because I tried it on a light purple and it just kind of loses itself. And now I'm going to stretch it out a little bit because it looked a bit better stretched out. So there you go. So that would be the sentiment. And then I'm just going to go and get what I need. Dandelion flying. That just means it was bigger than the mat, so they brought it down in size. Now all these are separately, and actually even some of them, if I move it, not that one, can you see there's lines left behind? So if you go back, it will go back to the right place. And what I'm going to do, just going to duplicate that and put one up here. don't feel like there's quite enough there myself. And then I'm going to duplicate this. I think this one I group that, then I'm going to bring it down, just turn it a little bit more. There we go, like that. Come down there. Oh, see, they has got, right, okay. Let's go back. Layer group. I feel like it should be coming out of the corner myself. So I've moved them all around a little bit, not much, but then what I want to do is make some a bit smaller and just dot them around as well. This one will flip. There we go. And we'll have one more up there, so we'll do that again. And that can be like it's going out. And there we go. Now the thing is, I'm not keen on the patches in the middle. When I change the colour, I'll show you. So at the moment, it's all just, again, it's got no outline. I want it in quite a deep purple. For me, it doesn't feel quite right. So let's see if we change it to a purple outline with no fill. No, I think it might be better with no outline actually, if I'm being honest. Don't panic, they're all still there. It just haven't got an outline or a fill at the minute. Yeah, so it's just going to fill rather than outline. Now, because I've filled in the item there, when you send it over, it will also fill it in for you when you colour. But first of all, we have to change it all to draw. You have to do it in this part, because once you send it over, you can't change it to draw. So if you are drawing, make sure you do it here. Now, I didn't do that with the sentiment either. So I like the fine detail of the dandelion, but trying to cut that out, as you can see, it's very fine detail, and I just can't see it working. But I have a lot of files that have got a lot of fine detail that I love. So what I tend to do is draw with them instead. So what we'll do, I've got a paper in mind. I'm going to use one of my patterned purple papers. It's very pale in colour, and add this to it, and then I am going to cut this out and like cut the frame out with the words written on it. So this will be the first bit that we send over, and we can do the paper. And then for this bit, because we're obviously, let me zoom in on that so we can concentrate on that. because we've got different colours, what you do, if you ungroup it, now remember I've already grouped individual lines, so it'll ungroup the lines. So for the silver, you would just send over these 3 words, but you cannot move any of it while you're sending it all over. So what you would do, trying to find my words. Okay, so there's class, there's lady with, so we don't want lady with to go over at the minute, so we're going to put the I on. We don't want this one either, woman with, and we don't want girl with. So the first bit we'll send over is them 3. Do not move the rest of it while you send that over. You want to send the frame over last as well, with, so we can shut that and that, so that we don't cut it out until all the words are on there. So you put it on the frame where you'd want it to be, and then you'd make invisible the words that you are not going to do first. So because there's 3 silver lines, how I'm doing, that's the colours I'm doing obviously, you do them ones first. When they're done, you can either delete them or hide them and bring up whatever colour you're doing next. I'd probably do it in order to tell you the truth. So you'd send that over and then you'd hide that. So each time it's sent over, it's where you're changing your pen to write different colours. And like I said, if you fill the words in, then the Scan and Cut will colour it in, fill it in with the colour as well. If you don't want it filled in, then just do the outline. Maybe colour it in yourself, I don't know. But that is the way to do it. So I'm going to show you a little bit on the Scan and Cut. I'll probably do it at speed so that you haven't got to go through all of it. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to hide this. Down here, wasn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to hide that and just send over the picture first. That's just telling me that there's pictures that I've hidden and they won't go over, but that's what we want, so that's fine. Transfer. Okay. And I will do that for each piece, and then I'll show you quickly on the Scan and Cut how you sort of change the pen each time a new bit comes over. Okay, I'll see you over there. Okay, I'm over at the Scan and Cut, so I'm gonna just get up the pattern we sent over, and it's just that simple. It's blue because it's on draw. Click OK, and we want to draw. Now I'll just let's turn the. Actually, I'm going to come out a little bit. Excuse me, and I'm going to come down. As you can see, there are 2 different sizes for the drawing tool, universal drawing tool. I'm using a Sharpie. It's the ultra fine Sharpie, but it fits in the normal size one. So you put it in there, you put the pen in so it reaches the tip, and then you tighten it round here. Then take that out and change over the blade for the nib. It's taken a while to process because it's a lot of drawing, and that's the thing, especially as I'm having it filled in, it's gonna take a long time to draw it. So I'll just show you the beginning, and I'll switch the camera off, show you the end, because you don't need to see it all drawing out. Okay, so there we go, there it's ready. It says 37 minutes. So let's start. And that's because I'm colouring it in, rather than just doing an outline. So there you go, that's how it works. You can see it now, just coming through. Got a bit of dust there. I'll leave it to it, you don't want to be watching it all. And I'll come back to do the sentiment and show you how I do that. So there you go, project done. I'm going to try and bring it up close so you can see just how good the colouring is. I think it's just incredible, and I could never get it that good, so that is why I use it on there. So now, stuck too well up there. Now what I've done, I'm gonna do the outlines just so that I can show you how simple it actually is. So I just want a white bit of card where I can just gonna so what I've done first, I've sent the outline over. So I took all the colour out and made it no fill. So first of all I'll do the outline, and I'm using a Sakura pen because well, I like them. I use Sakura pens all the time. So it's up there. Let me see if you can see it. I'll go in a bit so you can. There. So the writing is just here, and I'm just going to do it on a white bit of card. Don't know why it gets dark like that. Oh, wrong way. So now I'm just going to show you. All I've done is the outline to start with. Draw, and I've changed it to draw over on the canvas before I've brought it over. Luckily this one only takes 2 minutes. So Okay, so there is the finished product. I'll just take it off so you can have a proper look. Sometimes it's better to mend the mat than the actual paper because it comes off a little bit easier like that. Okay, so there we go. That bit's a little bit broken, but oh, I see a little bit's come off. But there we go. See, the pen I used here and here is probably a bit too thick, but still, the end result is pretty good. And now all I've got to do is cut out the back in, which I'm going to do is silver. And then I'll see you over at the craft desk and show you what I was planning all along. Okay, as you can see, I'm over at the craft table now. I've got everything ready. I've glittered up my dandelions just to give it a little bit extra, and I cut the piece that I cut that out of, I'm going to use as a background like this, so I'll do that first. I've only just glittered them as well, so they're still drying really. Done that. Okay, so that's just there. So we've got a nice silver background. Get a card. So I've kept it fairly simple really. So I stick this down. And I'll just quickly stick this on, and I'll put the main part of it on with pads. Okay, so we've got a nice silver surround there, and then all I'm going to do with that is put it on pads and put it there. So let's just do that quickly. And get to the main point. So when I was looking at this, I wanted the sentiment on the side, didn't want it in the middle, so it's like this, which means something was missing. So I went back and I have this single dandelion SVG as well. I originally tried to cut it out in silver because I thought it might look nice in silver, but this is what happened. It is so fine, it didn't cut very well, and because it was silver, that it's double layered, so all the layers come off. There's the other one. So I went back again and I done what I've been saying to do all along in this video. I coloured it in and then done the blue is still the glue drying because I've glittered them up a little bit. So I coloured them in and then I done a 0.04 cut around it, and that worked so much better. So I want them on the side, but I want them tied with ribbon. I want to put a ribbon around them. That is not nice silver enough, and I think that is the wrong, it's more violet. And then I had this, and it's just curling ribbon, but I thought it might give it, just left over from Christmas, I thought it just might give it something different. So I might just glue it. Just so I know it's secure. Top, don't I? And that one underneath like that. Okay. Just tie a knot. But I think I'm going to lift it up a little bit higher. There we go. I might put this one on a pad actually. I think it would be better. There we go. So I'm going to put 2 knots to hold it secure. Then you can come back round there. I'll do you in a minute. And then if I just put a little pad behind each middle, it will just hold it up that little bit. That's it, that's what I wanted. And it's just an extra little bit of detail. Use small scissors and curl the ribbon. Go. And there, simple card, but it's being able to use your finer detail without ruining it. Nice background to match it, same colours because we use the same pens, and there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.